Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be breaking down my lineup for Wednesday, February 1st. We've got a big 12-game slate on for this Wednesday, so I'm just going to go ahead and hop right into it. Alright, starting off at point guard, I'm going to take some value and go with Brandon Jennings. Derrick Rose is expected to miss this game, and anytime Rose doesn't play, Jennings smashes just about every time. He gets the best matchup on the slate against Brooklyn. Brooklyn plays at the fastest pace in the NBA, and they're one of the worst defenses. Jennings is a lock and load for me if Rose is out. He's the minimum price on Yahoo. Anytime Rose sits, like I said, Jennings will crush. I definitely like him in this matchup. He's way too cheap. I could easily see him getting over 30 fantasy points in this matchup. If you play on Yahoo, I wouldn't recommend fading Jennings. He's way too cheap, the minimum price. I don't know what his price is on other sites, but on Yahoo, just plug in Jennings at $10. He should easily be able to crush value in this matchup. Alright, at shooting guard, I'm going to take another value play and go with Seth Curry. Darren Williams and J.J. Barea are both not expected to play in this game. Curry has been absolutely crushing it with Barea and Williams out of the lineup. He's played almost 40 minutes every night with them out. I definitely like Curry in this matchup. He's way too cheap at just $15. He should easily be able to exceed value against the Sixers. The Sixers are pretty good defensively this year, but this is definitely a matchup where Curry should easily be able to hit value. He's way too cheap, like I said, at only $15. Should easily be able to get 25 fantasy points in this matchup. Alright, in my guard position, I'm going to take Kyle Lowry. DeMar DeRozan is expected to miss this game, so Lowry is going to be the #1 option in Toronto. He's been absolutely crushing it with DeRozan out of the lineup. I believe in the 3 games with DeRozan out, he put up over 50 fantasy points in all those games. He gets a great matchup against Isaiah Thomas and the Celtics. Thomas is one of the worst defenders in the league. Lowry should easily be able to get you over 40 fantasy points. I definitely like Lowry. Think he's a top point guard on the slate. Gets a terrific matchup, and they're really going to rely on him with DeRozan out of the lineup. Alright, at small forward, I'm going to take some value and go with Wesley Matthews. Matthews has been very consistent lately. In his last 5 games, he's put up 29, 27, 20, 33, and 29 fantasy points. He's only $16 on Yahoo, which is way too cheap based on that recent production. He'll also play heavy minutes. He'll play almost 35 minutes every night. This isn't a great matchup against the Sixers. Robert Covington is a pretty solid defender. But at Matthews' price, I definitely think he should easily be able to hit value. He should easily be able to get over 25 fantasy points in this matchup. So definitely like him to hit value in this matchup. Think he's a great value play at small forward. Alright, at power forward, I'm going to pay up and take Blake Griffin. Griffin has not been that great lately coming off his injury. In his 2 games off his injury, he's only put up 28 and 27 fantasy points. This is a terrific matchup against the Suns. Griffin will most likely be guarded by Marquise Chris. Griffin should absolutely dominate that matchup. Chris has no chance against Blake. I definitely like Blake to really get going in this matchup. He should easily be able to get you over 35 fantasy points with an up-and-pace matchup against the Suns. So yeah, definitely like Blake at power forward. He's way too cheap at just $39. Should easily be able to hit value in a terrific matchup. Alright, in my forward position, I'm going to take a guy who's been very consistent lately and go with Gorgui Dieng. Dieng gets a pretty solid matchup against the Cavs. Kevin Love is not expected to play in this game, so I would imagine Dieng would either be guarded by Richard Jefferson or Channing Frye. Dieng has really been picking it up lately, scoring over 25 fantasy points in his last 4 games. He'll also play heavy minutes. He'll play over 30 minutes every night. He's only $19 on Yahoo, which is way too cheap based on his recent production. I really like Dieng in this matchup. He can get you points and rebounds. Definitely think he should be able to get you a double-double in this matchup. So really like Dieng to hit value. Should easily be able to get you 25 fantasy points. Alright, in my center position, I'm going to take a guy who's just still way too cheap in my opinion and go with Brook Lopez. Lopez's price never seems to rise. It always stays the same. And he always manages to hit value at that price tag. He gets a solid matchup at home against the Knicks. Joakim Noah is not a great defender, and this is definitely a matchup where Lopez should easily be able to hit value. He's only $25 on Yahoo, which is just way too cheap. He always manages to hit value. I definitely like Lopez in this matchup. The Nets play a lot better at home than they do on the road, so this game should be close. Lopez manages to crush in every game that he's out there for his full run. If he plays over 30 minutes in this matchup, he should easily be able to get you over 30 fantasy points. So definitely like Lopez tonight at center. He's way too cheap on Yahoo. Should easily be able to hit value. And in my utility spot, I'm going to take Marc Gasol. Gasol has been one of the most consistent players lately. He'll always manage to get the job done. He gets a terrific matchup against Denver. Denver plays at a very fast pace. Nikola Jokic is not expected to play in this game, so Gasol will most likely be guarded by Nurkic. Nurkic is not nearly as good a defender as Jokic is, so this is definitely a matchup where Gasol should easily be able to get you 40 fantasy points. He's still way too cheap on Yahoo. He's almost a lock for 30 fantasy points every night. Even if he has a bad game, he'll still manage to get you 30 fantasy points, which won't kill you. So really like Gasol in this matchup. He should easily be able to hit value at just $34 in an up-and-pace matchup against Denver. Alright guys, so this is going to be my lineup for Wednesday, February 1st. If you guys have any questions, please be sure to leave them in the comments and I'll answer them. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. Please like and subscribe. If you never want to miss out on a video, be sure to click the bell icon next to my YouTube name. That'll send you a notification every time I upload a new video, so be sure to do that if you never want to miss out on a lineup. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, my type is independent, my type is living reckless. She wanna see my set list. No, I just want 7 digits. I bet you won't forget this. These special times are precious, and we can work it out. But I'm not one for fitness.